Your next weekly quiz is on the horizon. If you're anything like the people in this group, you've left your studies the night before, so you're in dire need of the generation effect. But don't worry, you don't need your grandma. You just need to listen to our 4-minute video.
The generation effect is the memory and learning benefits you gain when actively creating your own material while learning new content. So, let's set the scene for what many would call a nightmare scenario.
You have just been handed 20 long journal articles by your supervisor on a topic that you have never seen. And you are told that you have to give a 20-minute long presentation on this research by the end of the working week, and to make matters worse, there is a Q&A segment. You have 2 options to become an expert. Option 1, good old ChatGPT, convenient, fast, easy. Option 2, you take the advice of PSYC4191 students and harness the power of the generation effect.
So, what would option 1 look like?
Option 1 is when you put 20 articles into ChatGPT and for argument's sake, it spits out a perfectly well-crafted script and PowerPoint slides. You can now kick back, relax, and you don't have to worry about the speech to the end of the week.
That sounds easy, right? Well, what would option 2 look like?
Oh, option 2 is a little bit harder. Option 2, you have to read the articles yourself, and then you have to create a script and a presentation slide. You would then have to think of questions that you would most likely get asked in the Q&A and think of responses to those questions.
Friday rocks around and you've made it through the presentation segment and thrown your script in the bin, thinking, job well done. But it's Q&A time, and Karen chimes in and asks you to re-explain one of the concepts you discussed. In scenario 1, you've used the script from ChatGPT, and because you didn't actively generate any of the information in your own words, you've frozen up and embarrassed yourself, appearing clueless and a fraud in front of your esteemed colleagues.
Luckily, not all hope is lost, and alas, you've listened to us PSYC4191 students and chosen option 2. This places you in scenario 2, your script in the bin, and Karen pipes up. You then stand tall and deliver a clear, flawless and knowledgeable answer that receives a standing ovation.
So, stop the tape.
How did these scenarios pan out so differently? Let's hand it over to Tyson to walk us through the research.
Slimecker and Graf conducted pioneering experiments that revealed this phenomenon. Their research showed our active role in encoding information. The study found that people remembered the words they wrote better than just reading the complete printed word.
So how would you use this at home? You can use active learning techniques. When trying to learn new information, summarize information in your own words. This can be done through self-explanation, where you can explain concepts or problems in your own words rather than passively reading or listening. You could also use interactive quizzes. Design your own quiz that requires you to generate answers rather than recognize them from multiple choices. Incorporate activities where you solve problems or generate solutions yourself. This can be particularly effective in fields like mathematics or coding, where generating solutions enhances understanding and retention. Thanks to us, the generation effect is your new superpower.